I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms. You've done comedy.
I've done
once
comedy
or twice.
5 times.
5 times. You don't get wrestling, so I can't. 5 time WCW champion. Can you dig that, sucker?
Is that The Rock?
Yo, I will jump over this desk right now and fight you. You're joking, no?
He says sucker, right?
Oh my God, bruh. The Reddit post says this: podcasting has ruined the allure of stand-up comedians. Title says it all. With the oversaturation of comedy podcasts, the allure and anticipation of seeing a stand-up special is dead. Black Zeus. It's Black Zeus. I got a rap deuce. Rap deuce, man. I'm not a rapper. I'm a comedian. You can find me on TikTok, and then I'm slowing it to doop to doop doop. Yo, this is so bad. Yo, we're starting this again. We're starting this again.
The second half caught you off guard.
I forgot about that. Yo, oh my God.
You had to be in the first half.
That's so good. We should keep that in. I'm only trying this twice.
All right, same. Like, just keep it rolling.
You just keep it rolling.
All right, let's do that again. You sure you want to do 8 bars?
Hey yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5. Welcome to the show where we talk about life, talk about the come up, and sometimes we fight. But in the end, it ain't a thing, cause we ain't trying to be right. We're just old new niggas with another podcast.
This is motherfucking take 2, bitches. I be in the studio just whipping in the kitchen. I gotta rap, but I'm a comedian, dog. Catch me on TikTok and follow my blog. Yo, fuck TikTok, nigga. I'm on that though. You can find me.
Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5.
I guess we going for 8 bars. Motherfucker, I be feeling like I'm on Mars. I be chilling in the studio. I don't rap though. I gotta go to the beat or I just can't flow. This is my one chance to be a comedian in the motherfucking world, but I sound like a slowed down Eminem. That's not good. Fuck Eminem, niggas. Black History Month. Skibbity bee in the 313. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Black Zeus the Podcast. This is Black Zeus the Podcast, Season 5, Episode 2. We back in the stew. Yo, the vibes is on 12. The knob only goes to 10. What are we doing, dog? How did we get here, bruh? Obviously, ain't none of us got fired. You're fired. We all made it through the Vince McMahon scandal. We all made it through another week of the year of distractions. What the fuck we got going on? Aliens and all this weird ass shit. You obviously know what this is. Welcome back. This is my companion piece to my comedy career. I've been doing comedy for 13 years. Nobody knows me, but that's all right because I've accumulated all the skill. And now it's just time to get, like, I guess an audience. That's what all this horseshit is. This is my side bitch, my companion piece to my comedy career. I bring you guys along the road. I let you guys know all the shows that I've been up to, promote some shows, talk about comedy news. We have weekly poll results here, all that good-ish. I got a joint this time because I've had an ashtray on my set for an entire season. And I think I smoked weed once last season. I probably still won't do it again this season because YouTube gets mad. I said it. So now it's like, I got to do it. But I think YouTube is like, nigga, you better not. We're going to promote this on YouTube Kids. The weird thing is they would, even though it's not marked for kids. But I don't know if you guys have been looking into what's going on. If you have kids or some shit, YouTube Kids doesn't seem like a good place. Anyways, let's not fucking shit talk the algorithm already. Let's do what we do every week. We got to summon the best producer in the game into the studio. This nigga's so good that he's been on this podcast with a comedian that nobody knows who's been doing it for 13 years. That's how good he is. But at this point in time, bruh, we met and our skills are at the same point, but our trajectory is the more important thing. We got a crazy trajectory, all right, my nigga? So we got to bring this nigga in. We got to we got to summon him into the studio. If this is your first time watching this podcast, you probably just clicked off. This nigga has ADD. I don't, maybe. Undiagnosed, but let's summon the best producer in the game. Hum-de-loo-hum-de-hum. Take a little bit of Adobe Premiere, mix it up with some After Effects. Hum-de-da-ha. Throw in some Photoshop. Ha-la-la-hum-de-hoo. Fucking what's that Apple one? Shit. It's Premiere, and then it's Apple's editing program. Ugh. Throw that shit in the pot. It's going to bother me. Final Cut? I think it's Final Cut. This joke isn't even a good joke, but I really commit to the bullshit. Throw that shit in there. And what do you got, nigga? Dante's in the studio.
Episode dos.
Episode numero dos. How you living, bro?
Blessed and highly favored.
Everything's been good?
Everything's been good, man.
You know what? I just realized we still no sound effects on the soundboard. I predict we go at least half the season before a sound
You know what's crazy? We have sounds like downloaded.
Yeah, but it's us.
It's literally set up. It's just not plugged in.
Wait, really? All I gotta do is plug it in?
Yeah.
No, I played that. I can plug that shit. Fuck it, nigga. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Well, it's not set up properly. You been all right though?
I've been good.
What you been up to, comedy wise? Anything?
I had some jokes written down in my note.
But you being serious?
Yeah.
You actually actively write jokes?
All the time.
So what will make you actually go tell those jokes on stage?
And a stage to go tell them that allow me.
What do you mean, bro? You follow me around all the time.
Yeah, but I mean...
Just tell me you want to do some stage time.
But that's like a
I'll gladly give you 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, what?
Yo, next time I'm opening for someone, you could be my opener.
That's
opening for the opener. It's you get.
Would they actually do that?
No, nigga, I get fired. Yo, I know I'm opening for you. Like, imagine I'm opening for like a big comedian and shit.
Yeah.
It's like random. Cat Williams comes into town. It's like, yo, Cat, thank you for letting me open for you. I just brought my own opener, if you don't mind. It's Dante. This nigga doesn't do comedy, but you know, he's trying. I'm trying to
double opener.
Double opener. Give it up for the opener's opener. It's time. You watched the fights last night?
I did.
How were they?
They're pretty decent.
That's all I need to know, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it worth watching?
Honestly, the main event was kind of disappointing.
All right.
But like the other fights were good. The chick from Hamilton got.
There's a girl from Hamilton, Ontario?
Yeah. Belbita.
Mm.
She lost to Molly McCann.
Well, that's sad. Yeah. Was it a bad loss?
Yeah, she broke her arm.
Eee.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, how y'all been doing? How the beautiful people of this podcast, of my comedy universe, whatever, that sounded gay shit. How y'all doing? I hope you've been blessed. I hope it's been a good week. Nice of you to check back in. I appreciate that shit. Let's get this shit going. You know what this is. First of all, I got some stuff to promote. I got a bunch of comedy shows, but I'm not even going to bother to get into that right now. What I need to promote the most is letting you guys know that the Patreon is launched. My comedy special is out there on the internet. You can buy it right now on early release for $10 on patreon.com/aka Black Zeus. The links are everywhere. If you're subscribed to the YouTube, the links are on my YouTube. If you're on any of my social medias, they're all there. Again, that's patreon.com/aka Black Zeus. If you want to support and you've been liking the content so far and you want to see my actual comedy, it's available for $10 Canadian. So if you're an American and you're watching this, that's like 30 cents. I used that joke already, but I'll bury that joke. And once again, if you just don't want to spend $10 on a comedian you don't know, or you don't have the $10 or whatever it may be, and you want to see some comedy anyways, just hit the subscribe button, because once the channel gets to 1,000 subscribers, we will release the comedy special for free right here on the YouTube. So full transparency, if you're paying the $10 in advance, you're supporting me essentially. Or you can buy it outright on the Patreon, or you can just subscribe to the Patreon, which includes the comedy special as part of the subscription. You can also just buy it if you just want to support. The Patreon is getting back catalog right now. It doesn't matter because nobody is subscribed on the paid memberships anyways. It's just some free members, which, this is not, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. But yeah, so we're working on the back catalog of the seasons of the podcast. Then we will start working on the exclusive behind the scenes content. Also, we will be releasing Black Zeus, the show, early in March on the Patreon, and it will release in April on YouTube for free. But that will be split up so you can get the full episodes on the Patreon and all that stuff. We'll obviously fucking do better promotion for it closer to. But this is all about comedy, or mainly about comedy. I am a 13-year comedian. I keep saying this, but again, I keep saying this too. You don't know me. Most of the people that are subscribed to the first, another thing. Thank y'all. We don't beg over here. We don't beg for subscribes. We don't beg for likes or any of that shit. If you like, do it. Please support. But we're not gonna sit here and be like, please, every 5 seconds, hit the notification bell. I'm not that nigga. Dante's not that person either. So we just want to give you quality content that will make you want to hit that subscribe button. We started last year with 27 subscribers. We ended the year with like just under 300. Right now we're at 350, 360. The last I checked, 363.
Oh.
We're moving up, bro. So I really do think
365.
All right, 365, and then third eye. Thank you, Dante, for that riveting fucking insight. No, if you want to fucking be a part of the come up, you know what it is. I do think we'll hit 1,000 subscribers before March. I'm hoping that's the goal. But if not, we just ride it out, my nigga. This is what it is. I'm locked into the comedy game. Someone said in the comments the other day, is like, because they heard us talking, it's like that we don't fuck with the meme stuff. It's like, which we don't. And then the guy's like, I just watched your podcast for 20 minutes. All it's been was meme stuff. Nigga, where, bro? Like, I'm fucking confused as shit. Like, again, I'm anti doing meme shit for my career. I still live a life. I still will scroll and send memes to this nigga. But it's just fucking whack. I try and stay off the phone.
I would primarily wrestling memes.
Wow, go fuck yourself, nigga, because that's not even true what he just said. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
I send you wrestling memes because I know you'll.
Because you know I like wrestling memes. I send you MMA shit because I know you like MMA shit. And that's how friendship works. But let's do what we normally do on this podcast. Let's actually get into some comedy recap shit. This once again is a side bitch to my comedy career where weekly I run down what I've been up to, all the shows I've been up to, and kind of bring you along the ride on my come up. This is the year where I really anticipate touching American soil, doing real fucking circuits, going on a tour, all that good stuff. And it's starting right here, right now with season 5 of the podcast, with my comedy special, with the Patreon, all that good stuff. This past week, very active week for comedy. We gotta start with the show that I've been promoting all last month, hyping the fuck up.
Even a little bit last year.
Did I?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess because I knew in December that I was headlining Nubian show in January. But last week we recorded on Sunday before I actually did the set. I think I did multiple sets that week. All of them fucking knocked them out the park.
Yeah.
We get to Nubian. We're filming how we normally film, behind the scenes stuff. Everything's flowing nice. At some point, first let me tell you how my set went. Okay. It went okay. For a nigga that gets on his podcast and tells you he's the shit every week, I have to fucking be honest. I'm way better than that. And the funny part is it wasn't even a bad set.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a bad set.
Let me get your perspective on this before I fucking deep dive on my internal fucking monologue here.
Yeah.
Like, from your outsider perspective, I mean, you do comedy a bit. You've done comedy.
I've done
once
comedy
or twice.
5 times.
5 times. You don't get wrestling, so I can't. Five-time WCW champion. Can you dig that, sucker?
Is that The Rock?
Yo, I will fucking jump over this desk right now and fight you. You're joking, no?
He says sucker, right?
Oh my God, bruh. The Rock does not say sucker. The Rock says, if you smell. He does that shit. What The Rock is cooking.
Yeah.
Who would you guess?
John Cena.
I hate you, bro.
I don't know.
It's a black wrestler. What black?
Kofi Kingston.
Oh,
Booker T.
Ah, thank you.
Is it him?
Yeah, it is him. Woo, God damn, bro. Booker T, you went Kofi Kingston first. Yeah. I can't even be mad at you. You
Booker
have no
T was a little bit before my time.
I think everybody's about to jump off the bandwagon of wrestling too. It's fucking with the Vince McMahon stuff and what I don't know. This industry's in a weird place.
Just as I was getting into it,
I'd really be drinking the water. You are not getting into wrestling.
I was
Don't even bother.
AEW.
Don't even
Come
bother.
on, Kenny Omega, One Winged Angel. I know my shit.
Everybody has tuned out. They're like, yo, these niggas said this is a comedy podcast, not about memes. It seems to be just two black guys talking about wrestling and freestyling really badly. Oh, I didn't even get you to freestyle. Shit.
Yo, I was so scared, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, I thought you were gonna remind him. Yo, don't pass it to me, dude.
Okay, I challenge you to do this because I'll do the freestyles. Why don't you write some
wrins?
Yeah, just write some.
I can write something.
Couple bars.
Yeah.
Come next week with a couple writtens.
Okay.
And then we'll go back and forth. I'll stick to the freestyling.
I can freestyle, just not good. Like,
Nah, nigga, you think what I did was good, bro?
it's better than me.
Well, you have to do it to even
Yeah.
get it. It's just like
I
comedy.
practice
It's like
sometimes,
it's like a
but-
muscle, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
got to
for
work
sure.
out to
Yeah.
fucking whatever. I don't know.
I'm
I
at
don't-
like 1 pound
look,
weights.
look at my wrist. Look at my wrist. I do not work out anymore. Although I think about it almost every day.
About working out?
Yeah. I think about going back to the gym and then I just don't.
Why not just work out at home?
Cause I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same. I have no motivation to work out at home. Going to a gym is like it's like getting work done in an office, or like not an office, but like getting work done in
At the library.
yeah, like just an environment that isn't your fucking living room.
For sure.
You know how they say they're just being in a different environment,
Yeah.
just and the gym is the office for working out. Like,
Yeah.
you have all the equipment you need there, and it's kind of motivating. Like for me, it is, and maybe not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I had the initial idea of it's intimidating, but once you start going,
Yeah.
nobody's really looking at you, which they are, but they're not.
Yeah, not really.
I'm not a hot girl, so they're not staring at me like
Very
that.
true.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, what the hell were we talking about? Comedy recap.
Yeah, so you wanted my perspective.
On the Nubian show set. Yeah, what did you think? Looking from the outside in, should I spark this?
Yeah, you're gonna need to spark that up.
Ugh. I'm not gonna finish it, but might as well. All right, go ahead.
So from my perspective, what I saw was you went in like really hot. You know what I mean? So you went up a little bit.
Nigga, you gay. I'm just
like you went in like guns blazing.
No, I know what you mean.
know what I mean?
This is me deflecting. 'Cause I know exactly what you mean, bro. I knew in the moment.
Yeah, I know.
But continue. Sorry, I'll actually fucking.
So you went in guns blazing, and I think it was like a little bit jarring for the audience in the beginning. So then there was that little bit of trying to catch the audience and still do the material at the same time, like get them connected, but then
Correct.
also get into the material stuff. And then like once you got it, you were like pretty good from there. But it was like it was a rocky start, and then you pulled it together like
yeah,
a couple
it took
minutes
me-
in.
Took me like a minute or two
Yeah.
to fuck, bro. So,
You like sprinted up on stage.
bruh. So, a comedian, my homie, who we've actually interviewed, which you guys will be seeing as part of that show that we keep talking about. How do I let me start with my thoughts before I went up on stage, because I was cool as a kid. I was in my actual zone
Until
until
you came back and sat where I was. And you're literally
right before I was about to go
right,
up.
and you're like doing this. You're like,
Because you know why? Because JP, Jean Paul, Jean Paul, salutes to Jean Paul, who's a headliner, a Canadian headliner. He's like Russell Peters' right hand. I don't even want to preface it with that, bro. JP stands on his own. He's an absolute legend in the Canadian comedy game. And my OG, bruh, he goes by the Island Hipster. He's a Trinidadian. He's got this chill, calm demeanor about him, calm stage presence. And Nubian, it's Kenny's crowd. I'm not using this as an excuse because and I'll talk about this a little bit more, but like Nubian, when it doesn't have the younger, like the majority younger crowd, it's like an older Caribbean.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Those
like
are the ones who like,
and JP's Caribbean, like, yeah, bro. So
my
like,
parents went to Nubian when they were young.
that's hilarious. And they're Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's Kenny's crowd, bro. It's like an older Caribbean crowd, but the crowd was good the whole night.
Yeah.
Came in front like that. JP just had this calm demeanor about him. And like, I just didn't want to go up off the same energy. I don't know why, bro. Because ultimately what I boiled this down to is I was trying.
Yes.
I was trying, bro.
Yeah.
And that is not the way to be, bro. Like, yes, I try, but I finally gotten to the place where I'm like, not trying is trying. Like, maybe this sounds too high convoluted bullshit. But ultimately, when I talked to my homie Sam after my set, he's like, we were just upstairs and you were like, nigga, fuck the audience. Like, I'm like, I got this, cool as a cucumber. And then it's like you walked up on stage and you were like begging for their approval. You know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't, but I was.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just so not like me, bruh. Especially lately, especially given the week that I just had with shows. Something about watching JP before I went up just made, I remember this sitting in the booth when I came and sat down. And you were setting up the cameras and all that shit. I just remember being like, oh, he's like really chill up there. I got to go up with the opposite and then bring it back to where I want it.
Yeah.
And if you actually look, like, if you look at my history throughout Nubian, I've opened like that before and I've had killer sets.
Okay.
I walk up with the, what's up, Nubian? Da, da, da. But this was just, I think the best way I could put this is Patrice O'Neal, like, this is the best way I can relate this, but it might just work in my head. But Patrice O'Neal used to talk about him using the word bitch.
Okay.
He uses the word bitch a lot, right? He calls everybody bitch. He says it all the time. I say bitch all the time too. And he's like, I say it and I can get away with it. I can call a woman a bitch and she won't be mad at me because my swagger. But if I say it and I'm like, yo, bitch, my swag is off, my energy isn't right, then all of a sudden it's like, it's a problem. That's what I fucking...
Yeah.
In my mind, I went up there thinking that I had to win them over, which I'm already, bro, I've mentally gotten over that hurdle. Like, I'm not going up there to win a crowd over. I'm going up there to be me. And there is an actual mental difference in that. This might just sound like I'm just speaking words. It's like, well, it doesn't really sound like anything, but there's an actual fucking clear-cut mental difference. And I went up there with that try-hard energy, and I suffered for it. And you know what's fucking hilarious? Is I'm a good enough comedian that my suffering is only my suffering.
Yeah, but I could tell when you're suffering. Like,
you literally watched me all week. You recorded my sets all week.
Yeah, but so, you're like on stage, like you're like literally like this by the stool. You're like I saw you just like fuck, like
yeah, you could see it.
Yeah,
like if you knew, yeah, see, like you'd have to really be with me on a day-to-day basis.
I was recording like, man, this is dying up there,
and you're hearing laughs,
but no one can tell because everyone's still laughing, which is crazy.
But that's the fucking difference, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's the standard I have to hold myself to. You son of a bitch.
Hey, that was AMD. That's not
nigga.
My fault.
Don't tell me no AMD shit. I know that came through on the recording. See, this is what happens when I smoke weed. I get all abusive and shit. I'm like an old head nigga. Nigga, I gotta do one of these and put the cigarette in my mouth. Nigga, no, you back talking to me down that fast talk, nigga. Yeah, I just went up there with that try hard energy, bro, and I thought about it every day. I was pissed, especially because I had a show like 2 days later where I bruh. I smashed that shit out the park just to remind myself. I'm like, you bitch.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself. Like, I'm so much better than what that audience got. And that's kind of what pisses me off. Because you already know, like, we just launched all this shit.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, bro. I went into Nubian wanting something.
Yep.
That's not good,
particular
bro.
one.
That's
like,
not good,
We're
bro.
bringing the merch. And then you're like, you're coming up.
Like that's one thing. Like I should already be in the mode of this is a merch night. This is a fucking we're here to promote the channel, promote my documentary.
We never really bring the merch out,
bro.
We brought it to that particular show.
The way I'm capable of murdering not just a comedy room, that comedy room, that show. The way
I've seen you kill that one.
Yeah, I've already proven it.
Yeah.
I needed it that night, and it's because I needed it that night that I put in that extra effort.
Yes.
And it's because I put in that extra effort, it took me mentally to a place where I just don't thrive.
Yeah.
Like, I do good, because, again, when I say I'm putting in effort where normally I don't, that doesn't mean I'm not putting in effort, nigga.
Yeah.
It means I'm not going in there being like, okay, I gotta check this box. I was thinking about what I wanted to say after, like that Adesanya thing. You know what I mean? It's like this nigga was thinking about his speech after he already won the fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, get through the fight first.
Yep.
But to be fair, maybe it was a test, bro. It was a test because it was a nice check of my ego. I'll say that. It was a nice check of my ego. Just reminds me that it's like, hey, as good as you are, there's always room for improvement. Yep. As on as you are, there's always a time where you'll be off, and it's about how you fucking bounce back from that. I'm just grateful I didn't eat shit.
Yeah.
Because if I bombed that set, bruh, that would have been fucking, bruh, I wouldn't be doing Nubian for the rest of the year. And even still, I might not. And that's just me. I get like this, bro. When I don't deliver the way I know I can. Like I did this at the Corner Comedy Club. Everybody in Toronto knows. Like that's my home club, bro. It's and there was a time where I just kept missing my spots.
What do you mean? Like
I wasn't getting there on time, and it would be, and it wasn't always my fault. Like actually, a lot of the time wasn't necessarily my fault, but being a professional. It's on me to leave early enough to make sure this and that, all the variable checks and all that shit. And that happened like 2 or 3, like twice in a row. And I put myself on timeout. I'm like, I'm not even fucking gonna book for this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just how my brain works. It's like, I think I have to, it's like a reward system. You know what I mean? I got to fucking take the dopamine hit away. Yeah. Just to remind myself how like, never take this shit for granted, bro. I never take the stage for granted. Yeah. And Kenny, the host of Nubian Show, again, if you guys don't know, Nubian Show is the longest running black comedy show in Canada, run by Kenny Robinson, who's an absolute legend and OG of the Canadian comedy industry. People like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. I think Patrice did it, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken on that one. But I know for sure Chappelle ran up there. I know Kev ran up there. A bunch of guys. Yeah. It's like our version of Def Comedy Jam. So it means a lot to me that I became like a room favorite. But I didn't get room favorite reaction. And it's not even necessarily that I needed that. But the fact that I know I get that there and I didn't, it's just a marker for myself. It's like, I know there's another bar. I know there's another level. And again, I'm just grateful I didn't eat shit because Kenny would have fucking absolutely roasted me. What he did say was, you said nigga so many times that I forget exactly the joke he made, but Kenny always roasts me on how much I say nigga. But he doesn't understand that I really only do that at Nubian. You know what I mean? I think he gets the impression that I do that everywhere, but it's like I perform comedy mainly in Canada. Yeah. And it's a lot of white people here. I'd make them very uncomfortable as I was just yelling N-word at them. I do yell it at them. But if I just did it as much as I do it at Nubian. And then here's another thing. So the way I just critique myself, you know what I mean? Then there's the comics. I'm talking to the comics. All of them are talking all night about how it was work. But I don't like that excuse, bro. Like, I don't, like, I get it.
What were they saying was work? Like, everyone had to work?
The audience. Everybody felt like they had to work. Everybody felt like it was the older Kenny crowd. As opposed to the younger, you know, like. But everybody did great. Yeah. You know, it's not like the audience was a bad audience. No. It just skewed a little differently. But I don't like that excuse. I like what Sam said to me, because that's exactly, as soon as I walked off stage, I walked over to you And I said, nigga, that just wasn't.
Yeah.
And you said, I know.
Yep.
And you and Sam were the only ones that really like, I know I can trust y'all's opinion about my specific comedy because you sensed what I sensed. So you got that, like, we vibe on that comedic fucking thinking. It's like my energy was off. I was trying too hard. And it was not even like I was up there fucking shucking and jiving. I was just my energy, bruh. Hey, bitch.
Yeah.
As opposed to, yo, what up, bitch? You know what I mean? Yo, what up, bitch? Hey, yo, bitch. Hey, bitch. Luckily, I found, like, yo, I wish I could, like, take you into my mind. You know what I mean? Like, because I was
do like a
catching it.
set breakdown.
I was catching it. Maybe that would be a good
pretty
idea. We did record the sets.
Yeah.
Maybe we do that one day. Actually, that would be just fun to do set breakdowns, but
Yeah, we should like watch tape like it's like the NFL.
like it's the NFL. Studying for MMA fights and shit. I wish I could take you into my thought process because I was, trust me, as it was happening in real time, I'm sensing it.
Yeah.
I'm like recalibrate.
I saw
You know,
it.
I'm like, you said. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's certain tells where if you really know me, you could tell I'm resetting. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm resetting, which is what that was. But nah, nigga, I hold myself to a higher standard. So, and then outside of that, bro, Nubian hit, and then I had all these shows throughout the week, bro. That weed show that we promoted last week, where I'm at a weed lounge or whatever, like a weed shop. It wasn't even a weed shop; it was like a head shop, but they don't sell weed out of there. And
A head shop?
Yeah, it was like a head shop. They sell like weed related items, but they don't
Oh.
sell weed. It's not a dispensary.
Got it.
I did Yuck Yucks. I did the corner, like since Nubian, and these are all smashes out of the park.
Yes.
All smashes.
Yeah, you called me after the Friday corner set, or right before you went to the corner.
Was it the corner?
Yeah, because you were.
It was
at Yucks.
after.
It was
Because I told you, I'm like, I just did right now
Yeah.
what I wanted to do at Nubian.
exact, and then you went to the corner after,
And- yeah. Wait, what?
or something.
Nigga,
Because it was in between shows
Stop
that you
confusing me, nigga.
It was in between
I'm the
shows.
one that's smoking weed. Why are you like this?
It was in between shows. It was a double show night.
Was it?
Yeah, you called me in between shows because you're like, I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna hit up this next show.
Fair enough. Damn, bro. That's a good problem to have. I do so much comedy that I don't even fucking remember. And even still, I'm in
Except for the
Toronto.
comedy recap.
And even this is just Toronto. Like, I'm grateful that I'm in the Toronto area because it's the only place in Canada you can do multiple sets in a night.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, I really want to go to New York, bro, because you
Yeah.
amplify that by 100. Bro.
Yep.
Like, I can do 3-4 sets a night here. You can literally do like 20, 30, 100 in New York. Obviously, you're not going to make them all, but the opportunity is there. And that's where, bro, I'm a comic, bro. I got to be where the comedy is. So I really got to spread my wings. But to go from the Nubian show in a 300-seat club, like the biggest club in Toronto, the most active, like well-known, reputable club in Toronto, to this show that I did last night. It was essentially a bodega, like this weed shop that I'm talking about, this head shop. It was exactly a New York corner store. In the corner of the store, they had the kitchen. This nigga was selling fucking grilled cheese sandwiches. I told this nigga, I'm like, you might as well be putting chopped cheese up on that motherfucker because it looks like I'm in New York right now. It was so dope, bro. And they set up the front of the shop, like they set up maybe like 70 something seats, something like this, packed it out. And to me, that shit is comedy, bro. As much as the club, obviously the club scene and all that shit is comedy, but I even ended up giving them more time because I was the headliner. So like they paid me for the headline spot, but I ended up just doing more just because like it was almost like it was for me, nigga. Like
Yeah.
it was such an environment where it was just grimy, you know?
Yep.
Like imagine doing a fucking comedy set in a convenience store.
Yeah.
It felt very like it was just dope as fuck.
What's the name of the head shop? Do you know now?
No.
Can you still find it?
No. No. I don't remember, which is bad.
you're
My phone's
you're there
awesome.
yesterday.
I was there yesterday, but I'm not looking at the name of the fucking shop, nigga. I just punched it into my GPS. Actually,
Check your
like,
GPS.
yeah, I checked my GPS, but it's just the address. It doesn't say the name of the store. Let me check Street View. What's it called again? Of course, it's covered by trees, bruh. No, I'm dead ass serious. Am I lying? The sign is covered completely by trees on Google
Yeah,
Maps.
I can see that. Yeah, it's like a huge branch.
That's so annoying. It's called green something.
Oh, it's called green tree.
Green tree?
Green seal? Green
Nigga,
leaf?
shut up, bro.
Green leaf?
Nigga, now you're promoting his shit. Nigga, oh, it's nigga, you weren't even with me.
No, but you told me. It was like green giant. or
Oh
something.
my god. Now you sound like me trying to promote shows, bro. Oh my god, this is terrible. No, like it was so fire, bro. It was tight, compact. Because the best comedy is like the audience is almost sitting fucking shoulder to shoulder. You know what I mean? Low ceilings, low lighting on the audience. But especially in an environment like this, it just the grimy nature of it. It resonates with who I am as a person and as a comic.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought the fucking fire, and it was all hood niggas. It was all Scarborough in this bitch. Half these niggas, more than half of them, I'm like, yo, none of y'all have ever been to a comedy show, have you? Nah. So I literally exposed these people. That to me, I love way more.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love the club experience and all that shit, I keep letting this joint go out. It's like a microphone. As much as I love the club experience, obviously there's something fucking different about 300 plus, 1,000 plus, an arena I could even imagine. Like, just the energy that's transferred between that, like, from stage to audience. But comedy for real, at its fucking core, belongs in little spaces like that, bro.
Yeah.
Just tight knit, low ceiling. And I just love that, like, it was hood niggas that have not really been exposed to stand up. I asked them, bro, like, and I'm pissed because I didn't record this set. But that's exactly how it goes. I even told myself in my mind, I'm like, I'm not gonna record this one, and that's why it'll be my best set in like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally was the absolute best set I've done like in a long time, bro. And I've had some really good sets.
Yeah.
It was just my favorite, bro. I love exposing people to comedy that I had no idea. It was like, oh, this is what comedy is. And I'm at a high enough level now that I can really expose them to be like, this is what comedy is, you bitch. I'm not trying no shit on you. You could tell how comfortable I am up here and how sharp.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, bro. And then more shows coming up. That's the comedy recap this week. Went from some lows to highs, but even my lows are highs still. So I guess that's a good thing.
Well, this is what we always talk about because it's like this.
Correct. I actually had a conversation with an OG of mine who was at Yuck Yucks, Gilson Lubin. I got to salute this nigga. This is absolute legend in the Canadian comedy scene. Everybody loves this guy. Really sharp. Mike Epps, who I got his shit on the wall right here. Gilson is the only comic I know from up here that's open for him. But yeah, we were talking, and he brought that up too, bro. He brought up that same point. Can you say the point again?
Where it's like you're going up, and then your low is still higher than what you're going up.
So yeah, like I think he worded it a little different, but,
Yeah.
but getting to that place in your career where you find, not even in my career, I think I broke it down like this. I finally got to that place in life where I realized my downs aren't downs. Like everything I thought was like this, a roller coaster, all my experiences in life is actually been like this.
Yeah.
It's like the little dips are slightly, it's like if you look at a stock ticker, you look at a really good stock, it goes up, 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 it goes down a little bit, but then it keeps, but it doesn't go all, there's no crash.
It has an upward trend.
Correct.
Yes.
There's no crash.
Yeah,
And
like the
that's-
Coca-Cola stock for those of you that are in the market.
And that's, I finally got to that place because at the beginning of your career, it's nothing but crashes, bro.
yeah.
And then as long as you keep picking yourself back up, even those crashes, eventually you realize they're not crashes because they're the starting point of this upward trajectory. Hopefully, a lot of niggas are as deep as I am in the game and they still stink. So I don't know. Well, drop the joint. Probably gonna put that out now. I think I dropped ash all over this desk. This episode is really all over the place. Let's actually get into some comedy news. There's an update from one of these stories. I put ash all over this desk. I wonder if that'll play. It's just black all over. Black all over. Niggas on marijuana. They smoke weed on the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's already famous.
Yeah, but he's been doing it since the beginning.
Okay. On YouTube?
Yeah.
I wonder what the hits are going to be like this week.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Try it out.
We just got to put... just got to have a good thumbnail and fucking title, I guess.
Yeah.
Nah, YouTube will still be like, black people are smoking. It's Black History Month, y'all. Let the algorithm help.
Weed is part of my history.
It's... That's bad.
What? I'm Jamaican.
Fair enough. Rasta. Yeah, let's get into some comedy news. There is an update for one of the stories that we covered recently. I think the story just started catching traction after our episode aired because we aired the episode talking about George Carlin's AI comedy special. And I don't think it had really been mainstream. Like,
It really wasn't.
I guess we were ahead of the curve on that one.
Yeah,
but
we're
now
ahead of the
people are
wave.
starting to catch on. People are starting to realize that they released this fucking weird ass stupid AI comedy special about George Carlin. If you want to hear about that, we got the clip on the channel, and there's a whole episode about it. You can. It's like 2 episodes back. It might like was it the season finale?
Maybe one before this.
Yeah, it
maybe
might have been
3.
like season 4, episode 49, something like that. But yeah, these guys released an AI, quote unquote, 1 hour stand-up comedy special of George Carlin where they claimed that it was 1 hour of jokes in the style of George Carlin written by, I don't even want to promote it because it's so lame, bro, but it's like this podcast where they use this AI and they talk to it. And it's like, hey, I'm a comedy fan. I listen to all of George Carlin's albums because I'm fucking whack. And now here's his albums. Now it's me. Turns out, and I think I even mentioned this when we talked about it originally. You can pull up the story on the screen for me. But when I talked about this story originally, I was scanning through the comment section on the comedy special. I couldn't even get through like 5 minutes of it. I was just fucking disgusted because I'm as a comic, bro. Like, fuck you. Stay away from that shit. But the comment section was saying, hey, like listeners of the podcast were saying, it feels like this was written by one of the guys from the podcast because he's always talking about how he's a big fan of George Carlin and he writes in the style of other comedians. So people were starting to speculate that it wasn't really AI generated, even though they were selling it as, hey, this whole thing is AI generated. Now it turns out the George Carlin AI stand-up creators now say a human wrote the jokes. Oh, what a surprise. Because guess what happened? These bitch-ass bitches are getting sued, bruh. It makes sense. A lawsuit filed by George Carlin's manager will still move forward. This is an article by Wired. Just do me a favor here and like control plus like 1 or 2 times for me. All right, there we go. The estate of George Carlin has filed a federal lawsuit against the comedy podcast. I guess I'll say it. I don't even want to say it. Fuck them. Against the podcast Lame Guys for an hour-long comedy special sold as an AI-generated impression of the late comedian. But a representative for one of the podcast hosts behind the special now admits that it was actually written by a human. Oh, what a shock. Okay. Because, bro, how are you going to try and fucking get... It has to be a human to get his nuances, bro. Okay, you can get an AI to write jokes in the style of George Carlin. It's gonna sound like a robot, nigga. It has to be a human doing the little subtle touches, and it has to be a fan of George Carlin, because presumably other George Carlin fans are gonna look at this and be like, that's whack. Anyways, in the lawsuit filed by Carlin's manager in a California district court, the Carlin estate points out that the special George Carlin, I'm Glad I'm Dead, which was set to private on YouTube shortly after the lawsuit was filed. Excellent. Just scroll down for me. Was filed, presents itself as being created by an AI trained on decades worth of Carlin's material. That training would, by definition, involve making unauthorized copies of Carlin's original copyrighted routines without permission in order to fabricate a semblance. A semblance? A semblance. I'm going to try to get too fancy with it. A semblance of Carlin's voice and generate a Carlin stand-up comedy routine, according to the lawsuit. Scroll down for me, my man. Like, if you're reading this with me, just scroll for me. Defendants AI generated George Carlin special is not a creative work, the lawsuit reads. In part, it is a piece of computer generated clickbait which detracts from the value of Carlin's comedic works and harms his reputation. It is a casual theft of a great American artist's work. The special is presented. Oh fuck, I just said their name.
You can bleep that out.
I'm going to bleep that motherfucker out. The blank special is presented as an impression of Carlin. The AI is presented as an oh, fuck! Nigga. Shit! That's why I'm not smoking weed on the podcast. The blank special is presented as an impression of Carlin that an AI generated by listening to Carlin's existing material in the exact same way a human impressionist. What was that?
I don't know.
I think that's a battery that just exploded, bruh. Damn. I like that applause sign. The blank special is presented as an impression of Carlin that the AI generated by listening to Carlin's existing material in the exact same way human impressionists would. But the lawsuit takes direct issue with this analogy, arguing that an AI model is just an output generated by a technological process that is an unlawful appropriation of Carlin's identity, which also damages the value of Carlin's real work and his legacy. God damn, a lawyer wrote that. Scroll down for me. The use of copyrighted material in AI training models is one of the most contentious and unsettled areas of law in the AI field at the moment. Just this month, media organizations testified before Congress to argue against AI makers' claims that training on news content was legal under a fair use exemption. It's a fictional podcast character. Despite the presentation as an AI creation, there was a good deal of evidence that the blank podcast and the special itself were not actually written by an AI. You fucking weirdos. Like, what the fuck is even the point? Like, you're just trying to get clicked. Like, fuck, bro. Social media and internet just killed, like, bro. Art was already dead, but it really just made it worse because now it's just about clout. Like, niggas would rather trample on a dead person's fucking creative juice just to get some likes. Like, y'all are fucking shit.
So what they're saying is even the supposed AI superfan, the superfan AI was not even AI.
Correct.
So
I think the only part of it that was AI was the pictures that were moving.
That was definitely AI.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Unless it's not, like, I don't know.
No, it was AI.
It looks like it.
100% that was trained AI. Like, I've had shit done for me that uses the same program.
Okay.
You could tell just by looking at it. Those aren't, there's no way in how those were. Because that would be every frame somebody fucking drew. There's no way.
Yeah.
It was
you're
it was a
right.
completely original work. I don't
Original.
even, oh my God, I almost threw up. It was a completely fucking made up original work.
Yeah. Completely generated.
It's a fictional podcast character created by two human beings. Blah, blah, blah. Spokeswoman Danielle Dell told the newspaper. The YouTube video, I'm Glad I'm Dead, was completely written by this guy from the podcast. Thank you. Regardless of that admission, Carlin's estate lawyer told the Times that the lawsuit would move forward. We don't know what they're saying to be true. He said. What we will know is that they will be deposed. They will produce documents, and there will be evidence that shows one way or another how the show was created. Excellent. Excellent. We don't even need to read the rest. Go fuck yourselves. Fuck AI. You're trying to catch a wave. And it sucks because I actually kind of like one of the guys, one of the co-hosts. I grew up watching that guy. I wouldn't call him a comedian. I know he's not doing comedy, but he's a funny guy.
Like, he does
He's an artist, bro. How are you going to be an artist and, like, you're cool with this? I don't know. I get it. You're trying to catch a wave or create a wave and try and get on the whole fucking AI fucking bandwagon, but I don't know. To me, that shit's whack. I don't know. Are you guys going to be one of the type of people that fucking jump into VR, you fucking losers? You're going to get the new... What's that headset that
Apple
everybody's
Vision
wearing?
Pro.
So is that actually in the wild now? Are these memes that I'm seeing actually
people,
like
they're
people
out
in the
there.
wild going like, duh,
They're
duh.
released now. Yeah.
How much are they?
Well, in
They're
America,
thousands of dollars.
3,000 in America.
3,000 Americans. So that's
For
like
the- for the
10,000
lo-
Canadian.
For the low end one, too.
For the low end one. The one that only tracks you.
No.
They all track you.
No,
but
they all have the same tracking. It's just like, you know, like when you get an iPhone, there's like the
Of course.
150 gig,
course.
the 252, the terabyte. That's what it is.
So people are actually using these things in the wild now.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you guys are fucking losers. And whatever future with robot AI with guns that are killing you and your people, bro, it's I mean, you're asking for it. They already approved the Boston Dynamics fucking robot dogs with guns
They approve those?
in like San Francisco or San Diego. One of the
that's
two.
sad.
One of the two Sands.
Those places are doomed anyways.
I mean, we're all doomed, nigga. It's that's why you
We're
just
all
gotta do the internal
MF
work.
doomed.
You all gotta do the internal work, yo. Because trust me, if you can't get your mind right, then it doesn't even matter, bro. You're gonna fall to all this shit. I really dirtied up this desk real quick.
You need a bigger ashtray.
No, this ashtray is actually pretty big. That's the funny part.
You just missed.
But yeah, that's this week's comedy recap. That's this week's comedy news. We'll get into some more of that shit next week. We'll touch on more comedy stuff. But let's get into another segment that we do here regularly every week called Poll Results. Every Monday on my Instagram social media feed, aka Black Zeus, I post an interactive poll question. I leave it up for 24 hours. The people vote on it, and we discuss the results right here. I also post a question on the YouTube community page. And once again, we're climbing. You know what I mean? We were just at like 320 subscribers the other day. Now we're at 360. Love and respect to y'all. Y'all are the beautiful people of this podcast, this channel, my comedy career. And it's only going to go up from here. We're trying to get to 1,000 so I can release my comedy special. But until then, we're here with another poll result. This week's poll question was, which fits your way of thinking? And there were 3 options. Struggle till middle age, ages 35 to 40. No life struggles, but no excitement. And live good young and lose it all old. Before we get to the results, what did you vote, Dante?
Okay, so this one's a little bit hard for me. What do you mean by, like, is this my philosophy in terms of struggle? Is that what you're asking here? Like, do I live by
Which
no
would you
life
rather
struggles?
happen to you?
Which would I rather happen?
What life experience would you rather have? Struggle until middle age, and then you're good. No life struggles, but no excitement. So you're just middle of the road. And then live good young and lose it all old.
Ooh, I'm a struggle to middle age type guy.
Yeah, I think that too. Like, it's funny because I really lived fast while I was young. So I think I even got that in anyways. I lived super fast. But I'm still like fucking building it. I'm niggas in the struggle. Niggas in the struggle. Shout out to Super Ray. Yeah, no, struggle till middle age and then obviously fucking cake for the rest of the year. Because why would I want to suffer in my old age when I have like weaker health potentially?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even potentially. You're going to be weaker.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I would imagine, more hurdles health-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're the most healthy person.
Yeah, you
It's
just
going to
don't
be harder for you to
recover
move
as
around
fast.
and shit, recover, all that stuff. So while you're young, I think that's everybody's mentality, but that's obviously like capitalism. Let's fucking kill everybody while they're young. And then retirement in your old age. Do you even think retirement is going to be a thing, bro?
Ooh.
That should be the next poll question.
Yeah, that's
Will
a great
retirement
one.
exist for you? I think I've asked that in the past.
Well, it depends because a lot of people, their retirement is, I've been putting money into my 401k, and that way in 30 years, I'll get that money. But what happens is, like, that buying power that money would have had in the 30 years when you first started is not the same when you get to the 30 years.
Yeah.
So all these people are putting money into retirement, but then they get to retirement, now the money's not worth shit.
It's tough. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's why you kind of want to have your money invested in something so it's not just sitting there losing value.
Yeah, but that money can't be put in something because it's in the...
Struggle.
No. It's like you put it in the RRSP or whatever, the 401k.
Well, that is investing.
Yeah, but it's not
It's
investing.
low level investing. But
What is it investing? It's like it's a saving account.
No. Like if you put it into an RRSP, that's an investment
No,
account. That's
but-
an investment saving account.
Okay.
So they're actually like, you would go to your banker and they would set you up on a portfolio and then you lock the money in essentially and then it
Okay.
grows over time.
So what
But you're talking as like tax-free savings account or just like a
No, I mean, because when you work,
retirement savings plan, yes?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't even think about this stuff because it's like,
Yeah, our generation doesn't. I know of it because I'm a little older than you.
Yeah.
So like it was a thing in my mind.
mhm.
You know what's actually weird for me? I'm really interested to see what happens with this these newer generations. Anybody born past 96. That's
me.
like this TikTok generation, you know what I
Well,
mean?
you call me TikTok? I thought that was like the 2005ers, bro. Because when I was growing
Did
up,
I say 96?
yeah, you got to at least the.
Sorry, I meant 2006. I
Yeah,
meant 2006. I meant
2006,
2006.
yeah.
96 was way too early to cut it
I'm
off.
still a 90s
It's,
kid. Come
no,
on.
it's 2006, I meant to say. And I actually bumped that up. I used to think it was 2004, but I don't know. Like, meeting people and shit is like 06 people, they're still with the shits. Anybody after 06, bro, you niggas are lost. Born with the tablets in your hand. It's not that you're necessarily lost. I think it's just harder, bro. And that now, especially with Western culture and all that shit, I sound woke as fuck when I say that. but-
Western culture.
But what are we pushing, really? Even look at us. Like, I hate the fact that I'm a comedian.
No, you don't.
I don't. But the problem is that I'm actually a comedian. This is actually what I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
What social media has done has given everybody a platform and has made everybody delusional. No, people aren't in the actual clubs Yet they're calling themselves comedians, artists, this and that. I think there's a clear-cut distinction between an actual real-life artist versus someone who's just producing like social media content.
Okay.
There's a difference in my mind between content creators and artists.
Yeah. But
This just deepens that divide in my mind.
Yeah, but I will say there are some people that actually make art and it just goes on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Like some people,
would you call them a content creator?
No, I would call them an artist. Like
exactly. I'm still an art. I'm a comedian. To me, that's an art form.
Yes.
Part of being a comedian this day and age is a podcast, is all this content and shit.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't, you have like, for anybody who's been with the podcast from the jump, you already know I wouldn't be with this shit. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Yes. I just love comedy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist in that way. I just want to perform comedy, go on tour, meet people, interact with them. And like do this occasionally, but I'm okay to do this regularly because it's what it is.
Yeah.
And I found a way, like I found my people, I found my tribe. Like, this is our studio, you know what I mean? We're not really going out and on other people's platforms. We're building our own shit. I'd much rather do that. I think that makes more sense and is a lot more in alignment with not just me, but you, like you know what I mean? But I don't know, man.
We'll have to see.
These content, it's not the same mentality, bro. They don't even value comedy the same way. It has cheapened comedy. Actually, pull up because I was gonna skip this for this week, but pull it up. Pull up that Reddit article that we were
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we'll save the results for after.
Yeah, we'll do the results. Because this will be a part of the poll results.
Oops.
Related to comedy. Because we were just scanning Reddit and I found this really interesting post. Can you big this up for me a little bit? All right, there we go. The Reddit post says this: podcasting has ruined the allure of stand-up comedians. Title says it all. With the oversaturation of comedy podcasts, the allure and anticipation of seeing a stand-up special is dead. I noticed it with Tom Segura's last Netflix special. All of the bits seem like rehashed versions of stories he's told on podcasts for the last year. Podcasts also give some comedians a false reading of just how funny the audience thinks they are. Most comedians with the podcast were considered hacks before their respective pods. Prime example is Segura's wife, Christina. She is working wildly unfunny. Thanks, rant over. I mean, this person's personal opinions to Tom Segura and his wife aside, because I don't really watch them anyway, so I don't fucking know. I completely agree with this, and we have a podcast. Mm-hmm. This is what, like, fuck the internet, bruh. As much as I love it, I was telling Dante this earlier before we started recording. I would gladly go back to not having internet. I would gladly go back if we could just get like cell phones popping so that we could call each other and text each other and shit. That's fine. I could do without the fucking internet, nigga. Like it.
Could you though? Like how far back into the internet? Like would you still
I
early
existed
internet?
without it, so you can't tell me that. I remember and I lived fine. I was completely okay with it.
Yeah,
I could still be okay with it.
But no, so you would be reading a map, like just like on a map.
Yeah, I would give it up.
Okay.
I would give that up.
Yeah.
Because again, this is I'm a natural guy, bro.
Yeah.
This shit is synthetic as fuck.
Yep.
Look, like if it means that we live a more natural life and we're more not even necessarily, I don't want to be like all hippie, fucking in tune with nature and shit, but in tune with each other, bro. Like, like being able to look each other in the eye and have a fucking conversation in public, without being all fucking with the internet. Clearly has made everything amplified, all the weirdness amplified, all the fucking negative traits amplified.
Yeah.
It is the reason that globalization has happened.
Mm.
We're not supposed to know what the fuck is going on everywhere in the world at all times.
Yep.
And you clearly see it now because everybody has depression and anxiety. I'm not even getting into the art part of this shit because before I started comedy, art has been dead. Why do you think it's been dead? Because commercialism. Because of fucking as much as I love it, it is capitalism, bro. Once you inject money into fucking anything, it's dead, bro. The integrity is out the fucking window. And this is just a further deepening of that bullshit. This gets us actually away from real life existence. And like, bro, not everybody needs a platform. You know why I'm okay with it? Because I would fucking thrive, nigga. I'd be thriving because I'm a fucking comic. These bitch ass memers don't go to comedy clubs. You fucking bitches. You're not comics. You're not even artists. You fucking think about clout and you think about clicks and you think about likes. That's what drives the fucking creativity.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bruh. I'm not here for that shit. None of us are. But we've all been convinced that we are. None of us are on. If you're a fucking. If you are convinced that you're on this earth, if you were born to fucking create dumb, fucking meaningless bullshit content and not actually, like, bro, and figure out a higher purpose for yourself, you fucking weirdos. Like, I completely understand why all this fucking shit, why everybody hated the West. I completely understand now. Growing up, I'm like, why? It's the fucking shit. But look at the culture that we spread across the world.
Yeah.
It's fucking debauchery, bullshit, depression, anxiety, confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and confusion in every sense of the word. Not even just confused art. Nigga, confused religion, confused sexuality, confused mentality, confused everything, bro. Confused politics. You're telling me it's good? You're only telling yourself it's good because you're fucking deep in it. If you're honest with yourself, you can see that this shit is bullshit. Or you're young enough that you have never existed without the internet and cell phones, in which I feel fucking sorry for you. Because you know what's going to happen is all the people that grew up without internet and cell phones are going to die, and then you will have nobody to fucking give you that guidance because you're just a part of the fucking machine. That's all you know. You grew up with a fucking tablet in your hand, bro. I've been driving for a while, but like the last time I was on a bus, I remember using the bus and just seeing people with their kids, babies, bro, on tablets. Yeah. You fucking losers, bro. You fucking losers. And these 3-year-old kids now like looking like this. You got babies with bad eyesight and because they're all tableted up from birth. Fucking crazy, bro. And it's the evolution. For me, it was television, right? We glued our kids. We glued
video games.
Video games, television.
Yeah.
It's the slow evolution. Now we're at the internet. Now what's next?
The
it's
Vision Pro.
Fucking Vision Pro. These stupid Apple losers. Literally pinch zooming the fucking air, crossing the street looking like Stevie Wonder. Bro. Like, fuck. I don't believe in Darwinism, but like it's some form of it. Losers, bro. Losers. And we're all and the people, it's like people are convincing themselves that this is a necessity. What do you mean? You're a dinosaur, Zeus. You're not a part of the future. You just want to live in the past. No, I'm grateful that I remember life before internet and cell phones because there will be a time where you niggas do not. And trust me, you'll be begging for the information that me and everybody has that grew up without internet and cell phones. You won't even fucking know what to do, bro. And then imagine the generations that grew up on internet and cell phones when they take that shit away.
Yeah, that's what I think about. So imagine you grow up on the internet and then it
big
disappears.
Solar storm hits.
Exactly.
Quote unquote solar storm. Wink, wink.
Just look up the Carrington event if you don't know. That's all we gotta say.
Like, bruh, what are you talking about?
Like, do you remember we had that one blackout in like 2003?
Yeah.
That was still like a highlight of my childhood when there was no power. Like, obviously, in some areas there was rioting and, it's terrible. But I remember there was no lights, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood got together. We're all kids playing outside with flashlights and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean?
There's so many memories, bro. But obviously the world doesn't exist that way anymore. I would not keep my kid outside till 11 or 12 at night.
No.
Whereas for me growing up, that wasn't even an issue. And the crazy thing is I'm sure we still had predators and all that stuff, but like it wasn't. I really do think the technology amplified all this shit. You're telling me without the boom in technology, bro, we're not meant to have our brains are not meant to store all this information.
No,
we're not meant as human beings to hold not just the trauma that you're dealing with in your own life, but the trauma everywhere, bro. in Gaza, in Sudan, in the Congo, in everywhere. You should know about this shit. And the people that actually were always into that, there was newspapers, there was all that shit. You know what I mean? But like, bro, a social media feed now is literally like memes, Gaza, porn. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. Crazy, bro.
Crazy,
bro. Anyways, let's get back to the poll results. That was a good tangent, bro. I like actually, see, I want this podcast to be so deeply entrenched with comedy. Don't skip it to the results yet. I want this podcast, I want y'all to know, like, this podcast is completely about comedy. Like, I'm pivoting totally. This season, I want to, even the poll results, I want to fucking find a way to bring it into comedy, because that's all I care about. That's the only reason I even want to have a platform, is so I can continue to fucking, there's comedy fans out there, and I know a lot of y'all are actually interested to know what it takes. A lot of y'all are maybe wanting to try it, in which case I say, don't. Save yourself the fucking stress. But also do, because who the fuck am I to tell you not to try something you want to try? We're just trying to be as honest and transparent about this shit as we can. I've been doing comedy for 13 years, bro. And I should not have the confidence that I do, but guess what? I focused on actually being good on stage. And when you do that, when you focus on being good at your craft, you have infinite confidence that it doesn't matter if you get 3 views or 3,000 views or 3 million views. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing this because I ate shit. I bombed at open mics for years and years and years. And now I'm so good that even when I don't do good in my own standards, the crowd is laughing. You know what I mean? So I just got to get to y'all, wherever you are around the world. And if you don't get to see me do live stand-up, go support live stand-up wherever you are, because that is the shit. Back to the poll question, which, again, we do here every week. I will recap the question right now. Which fits your way of thinking? The 3 options were: struggle till middle age, no life struggles but no excitement, live good young, and lose it all old. Dante, what did you vote?
Struggle till middle age.
And so did I as well. And these are the results. Struggle till middle age, 62%, 12% on no life struggles but no excitement, and then 25% live good young and lose it all old. Y'all niggas are cokeheads for real. Like right now, just like, I wonder how many of those people are still in their 20s too.
The live good young?
Yeah, live good young, die old, or lose it all old. Cause bro, I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to lose it all old. Cause old, when you're young, you still have the means to at least get.
Yeah.
You can go and get or do for yourself.
Yeah.
When you have that energy and the health.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get up there in age and you don't have that health, it starts to deteriorate.
Yeah.
It gets harder to provide for yourself. And I don't think that.
Also, if you, like, depending on how good you live, like, what's a good living? Like,
yeah, what's your standard of living?
No, but like you're partying, you're doing coke, and you're living it up. Like, is that living good? Because then you might, die, lose it all old is like 38. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, that's another good question. What do you consider old? When do you 30 or
no? That's
35, 40?
Like, what do I consider old?
Yeah, what do you consider old?
Dog, I would say probably 55 to 60. That's when you start to become old. But you can still be like
That's
young
funny,
old man.
because when you're young, and even I had this mentality, but like now, like at comedy clubs and stuff, I'm 34 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running into comedy fans that are like 19, 20. And it's like, bro, they see you as a dinosaur, nigga.
Yeah.
It's like, and I did too when I was that age. I'm like, because you just don't picture yourself at 30 when you're 19.
Yes.
You just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so grateful. I'm way better than anything I ever pictured. Holy fuck. But yeah, that's this week's poll results. Actually, let's do the YouTube results too on the community tab.
Sure.
But yeah, 62%, 12%, 25%. Shout outs to the people that were honest enough to say they just don't want no struggle but no excitement. Like there are people that exist like that, bro. Just fucking squares. Hank Hills, I call him.
Hank Hills.
I tell you what, Bobby, I sell propane and propane accessories. All right, so we got less votes this week, but that's fine. We're still building up the channel. 4 votes in total on the community page. It was 50-50 split. Nobody said no struggles, but no excitement. So it was 50 between struggle till middle age and then live good young and lose it all old. So we'll continue to put it up on the community tab. Again, we're building up. Can you go to the page real quick? Let's see how many subscribers we're at right now. Nope, up top. There you go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 367. Hey, we went up even while recording this.
Yeah. We passed 365. We went up like 4 subscribers within the last couple hours.
Salutes to y'all, man. We really do
Time of
appreciate
recording.
y'all. Honestly, like, see, this is what I'm talking about, bro. We're not focused on making memes for y'all. I want to make genuine, open, behind-the-scenes comedy content. So if you are a fan of comedy, again, this is the channel. I am the guy. You are along for the ride on a come-up, bro. Like, I've already hit the ceiling in Canada, which is a very low ceiling. This Canadian comedy scene, very low bar. But I've maxed that out. Now it's time to fucking spread my wings. It sounded gay as shit, but it's time.
Yeah, spread your wings is gay.
It's time to fucking go do comedy where y'all are, the beautiful people. So if you want to see my first ever comedy special, it's available right now for $10 early release on my Patreon. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, we will release it for free on the channel. I also just released Black Zeus Self-Portrait, my documentary. So if you want to get to know me and figure out if I'm even worth buying a comedy special or subscribing to see if you'd want to watch that, that'll let you know who I am as a person, as a comedian. Hey, we just passed 100 views on that too. Slow but steady, baby. We got talent and patience over here. We're not begging. We're just throwing it out there. Whoever's like-minded and whoever's into it, we're here for y'all. Y'all are here for us. You guys are the beautiful people of this podcast. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Even the episodes have been longer. You know what I mean?
This
studio
is the longest one.
The studio vibes, bro. It's the studio vibes. I really like it. Started off chill. We got some energy in the middle there, and then tapered off again.
You call that tapered off at the end there?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Not gonna smoke weed. Maybe I will. I'm gonna light this right now. No, let's get out of here. Dante, before we leave, anything you want to say to the people?
Don't stay on the internet.
Don't stay on the internet. Where can the people find you online, my guy?
You can find me online at Shea Dante, CheZDante. Wally boy.
Hey, and we actually got graphics for you now too.
Oh, we do?
Salutes to I
have to see them.
Salutes to 27 Collective. Oh, that's right. You didn't get a picture. I might not have graphics for you. I should hopefully have them by the time we edit this. But salutes to 27 Collective. Thank you for doing all the graphic work that you guys see right here on this channel. They also did the intro for my documentary, which will also be part of my comedy special. And salutes to my fucking brother, Hen Dog. Hen Dog Beats, go check that dude out. He made the instrumental and opening for this. People thought that was a West Side Gun AI. I had people like message me. He's like, yo, some people thought, yo, did you actually get West Side?
That's hilarious.
Somebody asked me how much that cost. That's so funny to me, bro. That's not West Side on the intro. That's me. And then Hen Dog did his magic. He made the instrumental in the style and fashion of Griselda. And I did the West Side voice. Bo, 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 bo. Hey, yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5. I do it better.
Sounds better recorded.
Yeah, it sounds better recorded. And the nigga auto-tuned it up. But until next week, I love y'all. Thank you, beautiful people. Please hit the subscribe. Oh, we're begging. Hit the subscribe if you like. You know what I'm saying? But we will be back here next week with a lot more for you on the show. Till then, deuces, beautiful people.
Hey yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5. Welcome to the show where we talk about life, talk about the come up, and sometimes we fight. But in the end, it ain't a thing, cause we ain't trying to be right. We're just old new niggas with another podcast.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5.
Bo, 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 bo.